Okay, let's get started. I'm excited about this. I have had all of these things from our last trip to Tucson, Arizona, sitting here. And I've been really feeling like Sunday, self-care day, it's time to create, chill out, cut some things out. So this journaling session is very random. It's going to be like me cutting things out. It might not be that exciting to you. I'm going to be talking a bit about my trip. I'm going to be talking about mental health, all of the personal growth and different things that we talk about in the community, healing, motivation, inspiration, and hopefully this inspires you. This is so funny. As I was getting out my pens today, I saw that Sketchy, our new little adopted dog that we got in Palm Springs, decided that she's gonna chew my very favorite pen. The size that I like the most, 0.8 of these micron. I just love these pens because they're they don't bleed through and they have that archival ink in them. They're made of that and they don't fade, so they're really nice. But you can use any kind of pens if you've never done this before. And you can use any kind of journal if you're journaling along with me. Feel free to pop in and join me as I cut and yap about all things life. So I just want to show you a little glimpse of my travel journal. So this is just the travel journal that I'm using right now. It's kind of a mix of all things. I'll give you a little glimpse of, so what I do is I put different trips in here. Each of these are different little booklets that go in with like an elastic band. And each of these elastic bands hold a different little booklet. And so these are the little booklets that you can get that pop into these travel journals. And they're all different. Like this one's plain. I wonder if I have any other designs. This one's lined. There's dot grid and whatever. So those are the ones that I have when I run out of room on here. So when I run out of room, I'll pop some of these in there, but otherwise I still have room in some of these, so I'll share with you what I do. So far I have 2 of those little books in here. And every time you add a new book, you need a little elastic, so I bought this stretch cord because this cord, I don't know if it's going to work. I was trying to rig up my own thing, but these little elastics that hold the books in, I was thinking I'd do that to add some more of these little books, but we'll see. Anyway, they pop right out like this, and then you can pull the books out like that. So I thought I'll pull these out and share with you what I have going on so far, and then you'll understand kind of where I'm going and what I'm doing with this next trip and stuff. So this is the book that I have started. So I just kind of do random things and I just put all my memories in here. And as I go to places, I collect things. I collect ticket stubs. I collect brochures. I always go to the tourist information center so that I can get tickets. This we actually went to, so I'll be including that. But yeah, I get all these books and things, so when I get home, I can cut things out and put them in my travel journal. So this is a trip to Vancouver where it was one of my medical appointments, and that you would know all about that if you're following my heart transplant journey and cancer journey. But these are the chocolate bars that the other girl that had the heart transplant was selling. But yeah, there's lots of different things. So I just stick stickers in here and cut out pictures and do little journaling. This is the little gondola that we went up in Whistler. and things like that. I don't put personal photos in here because it's, well, it's kind of like I just use the magazine pictures because nowadays everything's on our phone, so I never print anything off. But I could, you could do that too. So leave me a comment and tell me if you're watching. I'd love to know who's here. I've seen like 10 people come on and I don't know who you are, so please tell me if you're part of the community. And if not, click the link in my bio and join the Create, Heal, Shine community. It's free and it's awesome, and there's so much other videos and fun things in there. So then we went to Vegas and got married in Vegas. And so I went and did a few pages on this. Looks like they're almost stuck together. We don't want that. Oops. That's from a different trip. So this is like my Vegas thing, and there's a lot of pages in here because we did a lot of stuff. And then there was another Palm Springs trip, which I started doing the writing for, but I haven't actually added some of the pictures. So I have yet to work on that one. And then this is a one where it's like a local thing. My grandma and I went last summer and we did Barkerville, which is here local, about an hour out of town. And we had stayed there a couple nights overnight and enjoyed and went to the theater and had so much fun. And wow, if you ever have the opportunity to go somewhere with your grandma, if you still have a grandma alive, you're so lucky. Take advantage of that. It was amazing. And then I documented another trip that we went to in British Columbia, the Soyuz and the Okanagan. And yeah, so that's where I am now. And this book is getting a little bit full. So once I finish the Palm Springs one, that one will be full. So today I think I have a lot of room in this one. So I think what I'll be doing is cutting out some pictures in this book here and starting a new page for Arizona. So that's how these work. Now, before I start that, I just want to show you another way to use these travel journals. So I have this one, and this one I do planning, gratitude, and reflection. And I started filling some of these things out. I haven't. You can do it. You can be so creative. You can do anything you want. Planning different things, all sorts of stuff. So whatever's on your mind, you can use them to organize your life. You can use them for like so many different things. So this one I haven't really been going hardcore on, but I will want to work on this again one day. So yeah, that is where I'm at with that. And I think I'm going to start here. So I think I'm going to start by making my cover page. So at each one that I start, I create like a cover page for. Like that was Barkerville, and this one was Soyuz, and this one was Vancouver. I kind of like the simplicity of this one, so I might do something similar to that for this one. And then we just got back from Vancouver again, so I'm not going to be putting that one in there because we go there all the time. But anyway, that's what I do that's kind of how I do it for that. So I'm going to move this away because I want to get it out of the way. But I want to show you all the little fun things that I use. So I have this treasure box of stamps and colors and I don't know, anything you can add that would be fun. Ooh, the lid came off that. Glue, pencil crayons that are washable. I just got these little tapes that are supposed to be highlighting tapes, and I've never used them, so I'm not sure if I want to use that today or not. String. Oh, I forgot I have this. Glitter. So cool. So I have all these things I also have this, take that out of the way. And then I have this huge box of stickers, massive box. So I might be able to use them for something. And then I have this huge bag of stamps. There's some really cool stamps in here. I love this gardening one, but a lot of them don't fit for travel, but some of them do. So I use, sometimes in my travel stuff, I use a lot of nature and words. And I really like these ones, these flowers, these garden ones. Oh, I think they're stuck together. So you can do anything. You can kind of make this however you want. And I don't know if you're following along with me and doing stuff, or if you're just watching, I have no idea, but just let yourself be free. It's such a good self-care thing to do. I like to put some music on and do my journaling, cut things out, talk about my memories. And I've got a lot of letters, so sometimes I'll stamp things. Like, I wonder if I don't always use a lot of stamps, but like this one I did. And nothing I do is perfect and beautiful and amazing. It's all just whatever I feel like in the moment. So yeah, if you guys are here, leave me a comment and tell me if you're watching. That would be so fun if I see someone I know. Oh, these are the cute ones that I just got that are a lot about travel. So I'm hoping to kind of think about using some of these today. I have used these two on the last one, but I thought, oh, maybe I use that one too. Yeah, so the possibilities are kind of endless. Stickers and stamps, and then of course all of your cutouts. So first, what I'm going to start with is I'm going to cut some things out of these and see what I need. These for sure are little ticket stubs from going to the Sonora Desert Museum, so I'm going to be using those. Oh, I also have a really cute book that's all little stickers that you can pull and stick on your book, like all different kinds. The whole thing is words, so that's really fun. So you can, I think I got this on Amazon. You can do anything. You can just let yourself go and have fun and do whatever you want. Enjoy yourself. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to look through some of this and see what I can cut out. So I'm going to remove some of this and look at these one at a time here. Let's see what, oh, that is so cute, a notepad in here. You can get the coolest stuff at the travel museum. Look at this as a map. Oh, I don't even want to cut this up. That is so cool. I haven't even looked at this one. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I might have to save this. I don't know why. I could cut it, but that is beautiful. Okay, I'm not gonna cut this one. I'm gonna wait. This, we went to the Texas Canyon. So I definitely think I'm going to, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna cut this up. Oh, I actually should have left the words on there, but that is so beautiful. That is exactly what it looked like when we were there. And probably maybe this. That was a beautiful thing. So I'm going to gather up all of my pictures that I'm going to use first, I think. See what else I got. And then this is this is that beautiful Arizona Sonora Desert Museum, a map of everything. Botanical gardens. This place was just stunning. And this has some really great little images that I want to cut out. Oh yes, and I remember this guy. He was so cute. So I'm gonna cut him out. So yeah, anyway, this last trip that we were on. It was something so different. We're kind of creatures of habit and we always go to the same place. But this time we wanted to try Arizona. And typically we're not actually huge travelers. We went like 8 years without going anywhere. And then I got really ill, for those of you that know my heart transplant story and this and that. Know that then I couldn't travel, that I was in the hospital for so long, like we're talking months at a time without getting out. And so all of a sudden we realized how fragile life is, and even more than I already did. And so we've been making a point to really travel and do things that are on our heart and try new things and see new places and really be so grateful for everything in life. And these are really cute. I like these. I might want to cut that out too. And so we wanted to try somewhere that we've never been, because I have a big bucket list, of course, now that I really want to. I want to have a chance to see a lot of places. And so we thought, well, we better get traveling. So where should we go first? So this was, why do I have this? Oh, we must have went to this. We must have went here, but I don't remember going there at all, so we won't use that. This was really cool, old Tucson. You know, it's so interesting when you step off of a plane and you go to somewhere new. You start to see that there is so much world out there that you haven't explored. And it's almost like a pivotal moment sometimes when you get off of a plane somewhere new and you breathe the air there, and like this deep feeling of gratitude in that I have come to a place now. And this, you know, if you haven't been through anything that is super significant with your health, you might not be able to relate, or if something has happened to you, you probably can. And, ooh, this is neat. And so when I stepped off of that plane, and whenever I see new scenery and something new, I just feel this sense like, I can't believe I'm here right now. I can't believe I've made it to this point that I'm able to travel again. And I'm just, so much gratitude pours over me in these moments. And it just feels super powerful to be able to go somewhere else new. And it's so special. It's just a neat feeling, and I just am so grateful when I kind of get off of that plane into somewhere new that I haven't been. And anyway, even somewhere that I have been is pretty special. So it's all part of my healing. It's all part of the emotional healing that I've been going through. Oh, here's another one. This is exact same. Okay, so so we don't need that. I've already had that. This thing is the Texas Canyon Nature Preserve, and it was so beautiful. And watch for snakes. I was on alert the entire time. I was so frightened of snakes, but we had went right at a time where they were just coming out, so it worked out perfect. Everybody said watch out for snakes the whole time. We never saw one snake, so that was interesting. So I definitely want this, because I have some gorgeous photos of gorgeous, gorgeous photos of us walking through here, and we took some really beautiful pictures of this. And this sticker here, that was what they stuck on your clothes because it's so isolated out there that if you get lost, they'll be able to know that you're from the park, you're part of doing the tour, but it's a self-guided tour. You just start walking and you don't even really, you're supposed to follow these signs on this map, but it was confusing. We didn't kind of know where we were, and it was way longer than we thought. But it was really beautiful. So this is definitely a special memory. I remember when we had to take, it was quite the trip because my husband was saying how we gotta spend as little as we can on the flights so we have more money for the trip part. And I'm like, okay. So I booked the thing and we ended up having to take a connection from here to there to there to there. And oh my word, it was just an absolute chaos of traveling. Like we could have flown straight there from somewhere more local, but we didn't. We went all over and skipped all over the place, and then realized, okay, I can see why people pay way more to fly straight through flight, because not only do you lose so much time, but every time you take a connection, you risk missing the next connection. And that happened to us the last time when we went to Palm Springs. Normally that's such a simple flight. You just hop up and down. It's super short for us. And oh, I love this one of the national park. This is the most beautiful part that I just love the saguaro cactuses. But yeah, next time we'll definitely be we still always have to take 2 flights because we have to take a local one from Prince George to Vancouver and then Vancouver to somewhere else. There's only a few places they do straight through flights out of Prince George, which is kind of an hour-and-a-half drive away from here. So, ooh, I love these gems. We went to a couple gemstone places that were so cool. I gotta somehow cut this out. But yeah, so anyway, where I was going was travel there's so much traveling. Everybody, when you book a trip, all you're focused on is the fun and the relaxation and this and that. But the reality is the travel time and the delays and the connections and all that. It's like inevitable. If you luck out and you make it the first time, that's really lucky. I think the majority nowadays is behind delayed mechanical problems and whatnot. And so it was such an opportunity for building resilience, continued resilience, because you're uncomfortable, you're going up and down, and we had some massive amounts of turbulence on the one flight coming into Tucson. It was actually crazy. We were bopping up and down. It was just nuts. And it just reminded me of everyday life. Like, yes, we're going to this place, but not everything is all perfect and fun and amazing. And so anyway, like the whole thing is just like every day. You're facing challenges and different things, and then you land and it's almost like a different culture. Even though we live kind of out in the forest, it's a totally different feeling. Oh, I love this too. It's a totally different feeling. You're basically, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, so maybe I'm gonna cut it wide first. Sometimes I do strange things with the magazines. I'll perfect it later. Just want this piece. Not sure how I'm gonna use it, but I want that piece. So yeah, so we get there and we're still going, and then we have to drive to this new place. We'd never been there before. What was interesting was that we met this lady last time and on one of this trip, actually the one that I was sharing with you. Is it in this one? Which book is it? No, I don't think so. The trip that we took to Osoyoos. What did I do with it? I don't know. Anyway. Oh, that's the one I'm working on. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. My day of relaxation and creativity, so I'm not quite... Where did I put that? It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, right here. Underneath all this magazines. So this trip to Osoyoos, 2024, July 10th to 14th. So this was just like a mini getaway that we went on. And like I said, we're trying to do as many little small things as possible, shorter ones as well. And in that trip, we met this lady who we happened to be we went in the pool and we just started talking, and she told me how she writes books and she's an author, and I thought, oh, that's so cool. And she said, have you ever wrote a book? And I said, well, I haven't wrote a book, but I've created a journal, and it's not just like a blind journal. It's got like therapeutic tools and resources and all sorts of different things in there. And she was all excited, and we got talking about writing and books and creativity, and somehow we got on a topic that we always go to Palm Springs. And then she said, oh, have you ever tried Arizona? And we said, no, but we'd love to. It's on the list. And she's like, well, I have a place and you guys can stay there if you want. I'll give you a good deal. So we thought, oh, wow, like you have to take these synchronicities on. Like this is where we're going. Like, oh, you know, we feel like sometimes we always go back to the same place because we know our way around when we get around, and it's comfortable to us. And sometimes you just got to go out of our comfort zone and try something new. And it was so beautiful. And we didn't know what to expect in her place. We thought, well, what's it going to be like? And ooh, that's a cool gem too. And what's on the back? Oh, and I was here though. So I think I was here, and I stood on this exact thing. I might need to cut that one out. Yeah, which one do I like better? Oh, this one. It reminds me of, we actually stayed like 10 minutes from the Desert Museum. So this is part of the Desert Museum, and I remember walking off this and taking a video of a little lizard who was eating a flower, and it was so cool. So I'll add that to the pile. But I will be cutting some of those people out, I think, because I don't want people in there that I don't know in my journal. But anyway, where was I? So anyway, it was synchronicity. We talked to her, we shared about writing. It was so beautiful, and oh, this is a nice one too. And we shared about all sorts of things, and then ended up trying something new, going to her place, and had so much fun. Didn't know what to expect. You know, we're used to certain things, and we're used to renting a car, so that was fine because Arizona's really spread out like Palm Springs, and you have to rent a car. Well, you don't have to, but I would highly recommend you do, because you'd be walking 100 million miles a day. It would be too much for me anyway. It's very spread out, and so was Tucson, was way bigger. So when I said, yeah, okay, I'd like to go there, I thought that Tucson was the size of Palm Springs, like small, and Jamie only likes to go where there's somewhere to golf, so it has to have good golfing, and because that's his thing. And I don't golf, but I go along in the golf cart and have fun. And I used to not be able to get out of the golf cart because I couldn't even breathe with my heart failure. I couldn't even breathe I'd just stay in the cart and drive him around. And now being able to walk courses, it's just like night or day. So they had some beautiful golf courses there, and one was right where we were staying, which was right by that museum and right near old Tucson. This was really cool. This was like the Wild West thing. I could talk for hours, honestly. We had so many goof ups. We'd never been there. We didn't know what we were doing. We showed up on a day they were closed. They were having some private, that's at this place here, just so I'm skipping all over the place, but old Tucson. What did I go by it already? Yeah, this place here. So this is the entertainment park where they filmed all the westerns and country westerns, 20 acres of thrilling Wild West attractions, film history just outside Tucson. Well, our place we were staying was like very close to this. And so we just dropped in and I thought, let's do this today. Well, it happened to be closed. They were doing some private tour with this actor that was explaining all the different things inside of the old Tucson, the Wild West thing, and so we just joined in and paid, of course, and joined in, and then wondered, like, what are we doing? This is not what this place is. It's supposed to be activities and restaurants and all this stuff. Well, we didn't realize that we paid for this tour, and it wasn't the actual normal thing, and it was, yeah, this guy guiding us around, telling us the history of the place with a group of other people that we didn't understand what was going on. And oh my goodness. Yeah, anyway, it wasn't even open to the public. That's not what we wanted to do. And so we thought, okay, we have to come back. We'll have to come back here. Oh, I want this word. I should be using my scrapbooking scissors, but that's okay. I usually trim everything and fix it all later anyway. But yeah, I warn you guys, this might be boring for you because I'm still cutting stuff out, but that's the whole fun of it. There's no rhyme or reason. Once I cut out all these pictures, then I will start doing the journaling portion and the art portion. Oh, I love this. We went in this cave. This was so cool. I might not have enough pages for everything I'm gonna do. Anyways, we never ended up going back there, so that's a good reason to not to have to go back there one day. And he just loved the golfing. It was a really small golf course, but he loved it, and it was like walking distance from our place, and so that was great. The really fun part is they drive around the whole place on golf carts. Not sure if you're allowed, but we were driving across the highway to different dollar stores and things. And all in the golf cart, and there was golf cart parking everywhere. So that was really fun. There was, so this place we were staying in had this place. We were all in from fancy, beautiful places to kind of old vintage, kind of almost Palm Springsy retro places, and some really old antiquated places. And they were all mixed up in this community. And so that was interesting. There was so much beautiful things you could look at walking around, and places, and there was parks and trails and hiking everywhere around us. So I went hiking right away because it was said it was going to get really, really hot, and that's when they said the snakes were going to come out. So I am super frightened of snakes, so I definitely wanted to get hiking. I would have done more hiking if I wasn't so scared of things. Oh, that's cool. That's really neat. I might come back and cut that out. So yeah, there was beautiful walking, and everything was kind of central. There was a pool and hot tubs and pickleball courts and tennis courts and hot workout room, and there was restaurants everywhere, and there was even a post office and a hardware store and all sorts of things. And the place was 50 plus. So it wasn't like there was a few kids around, but they were like grandkids of people that lived there and things like that. So it was really, really quiet. I don't know why they make places 50 plus. I wish it was like 40 plus, because when you start hitting 50, that's when sometimes your health you're starting to notice things. It'd be nice for places to have things that were a little bit younger, so you have longer to enjoy all of this stuff. Although you guys know that I have said I'm going to live till I'm 94 because I only was given a short lifespan. So I feel like I'm on a mission to beat that. So that's my goal anyway. Okay, well, that magazine's done. But yeah, there was this, anyway, what I was getting at is there's this one, I'm getting quite a pile. There was this one time we drove our golf cart to go to play, what were we doing? Go in the pool no, we were going to play pickleball. And there was this lady, and we pull up and you have to swipe your key fob thing, this pass thing that you have at every gate. But if somebody's walking ahead of you, you just walk in behind them, and the gate, they're already opening the gate. And this was happening for a long time before we even, like, everybody follows everybody in. Well, this one day, this lady was super nasty, and she opened the door and we started following her in. We have our own passes, and she just laid into us and was lecturing and was so rude and literally screaming and holding the door closed, like actually pinning the door shut, telling us that we weren't getting in and that we needed to. And of course I reach into my bag, and that's the only day I forgot my key fob. So that was interesting. So because this place had there was 1,600 different places in there. So, I mean, you get a variety of people and personalities. But I thought it was just so interesting that you live in such a beautiful place. You have such a peaceful, calm life, and you still have to be so negative and nasty. I don't understand certain things. And I just realized that it just made me think about how we don't live like that. We don't treat people like that. And unfortunately, sometimes you have to have a bad taste of something. But we didn't let it affect our day and anything. And there's a couple times that this happened. There was a really mean person, and we just kind of ignored it and let it push past us and did our own thing, because there's honestly no need for treating people like that. And it just reminded me of how important it is to be surrounded by people that are kind and have, they say, you are the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So it is really important to focus and remember who you're surrounding yourself with, and that they're inspiring and motivating and supportive people. Oh, this is a cute one because we walked down this exact trail at the Desert Museum. I think I have a lot of stuff from the Desert Museum though. Oh, and I kind of cut that funny. So I'm not really watching the way I cut things right now because I'm going to fix them all later. But yeah, okay, that's plenty of pictures now. Already did the Grand Canyon last year and got that image, so that's cool. But yeah, let's go through here, and then I think I'm going to start working in my journal. Ooh, that's beautiful. See, there's so many places that we haven't been. But anyway, if you're not part of the Create Heal Shine community, you're missing out. There's so many amazing people in there that are, working on personal growth and supporting each other. And those are the people that I love being around. And we met so many amazing people. We're still connecting with some friends that we met there. Oh, I have to have this because we went here too. This was fabulous. The what was it called? The Biosphere too. If you ever go there, this is like a must see. The Biosphere. This is where those people locked themselves in this place for 2 or 3 years and were completely 100% self-sufficient. It is absolutely amazing. There was so much to see there too. I wish we could have explored there a little bit more. It was fantastic. But yeah, in our community, you got to keep yourself surrounded by uplifting people. There's always those negative people around that want to bring you down, and removing yourself from toxic people is so important. Keeping your personal piece, and as you learn that more, you're able to brush off these things. So it was much easier for me to brush off all of this than it was my husband, let me tell you, because it was like the lady was like literally reefing on the gate, trying to pin it shut so we couldn't walk in. It was pretty psycho. And I just thought, let's go. Like, we'll just go get our key fob and go in ourselves. There's no need for being treated like this. And, you know, I think about it too. It's like, here we are, we're Canadians, we're coming to spend money here. And this is the time when everybody's saying, oh, don't go spend money there. And we don't care. We don't care. We want to go, we're going to go when we have the time off, when we can, and enjoy ourselves. Oh, I went here too. I went to the zoo. That was really cool. So I got to keep that. I always never miss going and seeing where the animals are. I just love it. I love seeing new things. So this is cool. But yeah, toxic people I did a whole video on my YouTube channel on toxic people and how important that is to be able to protect your peace. Okay, I'm getting somewhere now. I'm kind of starting to get repetitive images, so, but this one's new, so I gotta get this cute one. Okay, I got the zoo. Yay. There's so many other things that we did that I'm trying to remember. I like to get the words, like the name of the place, so I can stick that on everywhere, like here. Especially for the cover page, if I'm not going to stamp it on or something. So this is perfect. Does any of you guys have a travel journal? Do you guys ever do this? I'd love to know. Share with me if that's something that you do. Okay, I've got tons of things now to work with. So which book am I going to use? I think I'm going to start with this one. And I have a lot of pages, so I think I'll leave one page. No, I'll start right here. So I just use glue tape and things like that when I'm sticking stuff down. And I'm gonna make my cover. So yeah, I'm just telling you all about my trip. For those of you who just joined right now, it might be really boring for you. I'm just kind of sharing talking about my adventures as I kind of cut things out and do some journaling. I don't know. Oh, this tape might be gone. Oh, no, there, it's working. Oh my goodness, we can't have that. We cannot have that crooked like that. That just would not be good. Okay. And as you can see, I do not do perfect. I do whatever in the moment. Oh, these are really cute. Bags. I love this suitcase. Okay. So I feel like when I travel now, I want to, it's not like when I used to travel. Now I want to be fully present. I want to really be mindful. I want to engage in all of the senses. I want to notice all of the details, and it's different. Now I have to use the pen that Sketchy chewed. Let's see which other one we can use. 0.2, no, that's too small, maybe 5. I really like the 8, but let's see, this one's good. So yeah, I think that when you travel, as we get older and we've gone through things, it's really important. It just happens almost naturally to start just noticing more and being more present, noticing all of the more details. I spent so much time looking at cactuses, so I'm just going to draw that for now. But I used to go through, when I was traveling, I used to just get everything in, and we've never been people that book a million things. We definitely like to wing it and see what happens. Like, I don't book adventures and all sorts of things unless something was, we absolutely couldn't do it without booking it ahead, because we're very free-spirited and we like to just do stuff as it is. So I don't know, I'm just gonna go for this random decorating. A little bit here, a little bit there. What was neat was there was this cactus right like this right in front of our place, and I didn't know that they had holes in them and the birds actually nested in there. It was really cool. So like, as the tree rots, the birds use it. So the other neat thing was that I had no idea that these cactuses, I think I read that they have to be over 100 years old to even start getting one arm, which is just incredible. So they're very, very old and so special. I don't know what other picture I have on here that if I want to use. I might just save those for something else. Let's see what else we can put on here. Something earthy and grassy. Birds. There's some different things. I have so many stamps. I have a huge thing in the basement of just stamps. Oh, here's what I'm looking for. Way in the bottom. Way in the bottom here. There's some clear. There's this flower. Some natural stuff. Oh, more letters. I'm definitely drawn to the nature stuff. This one here is beautiful. It's not gonna, maybe the bee could be applicable somewhere, because there was bees and that would be fun. Yeah, so let's see with what we got so far. This little wildflower thing is so cute. I think I'm going to use that. There's the big mama bee. Okay, so now I'm not going to be fussy with the ink that I use, because I only have my navy one up here, but yeah, I'm going to add that. The page a little. Cute, because there was a lot of flowers like that I saw. I really like, I was sharing with you the pencil crayons that are erasable earlier. So these are them, but that is not the right green. That is not deserty green, so I won't use that. Oh, I actually do have different color ink up here. I have so much more stuff in the basement. And there's black, so maybe I'll keep that out. And then some distress ink. Oh my goodness. This is one of those things that could go on for hours and hours. of time because you could just work so long on this. So I won't go on this forever, but this is basically, let's see what this green is like. That one's dry. It's too bad. That was like the perfect green. Sometimes I'll use a Q-tip and I'll dip it in this color and kind of touch on different things. But I'll come back to this. I will come back to this. I just think that, oh, here's a cute one. This little one. Is that a butterfly by itself? Oh yeah, I might use that one. So I'll use the same thing. But yeah, when you're older, I just find that I can be so much more present on things and really enjoy myself so much more now than on an old trip where I was focused on getting everything in. And now I don't, because I think that it gives us reason to go back somewhere when we can't see it all. And that was somewhere, like I said, I thought that was a really small place. It's massive. I had no idea. Oh, take this guy out. Yeah, that's a big city. And I know Phoenix is some big, huge, crazy city, which I have no desire to go there because it's so big. That would probably scare me. I'm very much a country person. So yeah, Tucson was even a bit big for me. But the one place that I really want to go is to Sedona. That is definitely on the list, but one day. Okay, so now I'm just going to leave this because I do want to do put a little bit of color in here. Maybe I will try this a little bit, mix these greens just a little bit. Just to give it a hint of color. I think it's really important that when you fly to and travel anywhere, that you be, it's really important who you travel with, because who you travel with, when we're talking about all these different people's personalities, is so important to kind of like designing what kind of trip you're going to have. Like, it's telling of what is going to feel like and what it's going to be like. So make sure that it's somebody who's positive and motivating and energetic or enjoyable to be around or whatever, because if it's not, sometimes you can come home and feel like it was like the biggest waste of time and disappointment, and it sucks to come home and be disappointed in things. Oh, this isn't that bad. I mean, it's not the proper cactus color, but that's okay. We're not going for perfect. We're going for simplistic and fun, and making a valid opportunity to kind of remember our trips, document our journey, document fun, document new, document special things, special memories. Lots of brown. There was definitely lots of brown happening. Brown and gray and rocks and things, which is a totally different environment than what we have going on here. Our environment is white with snow, and in the summer is bright green and beautiful. Now, right when we were about to leave, all the cactuses started to bloom, and it started looking so beautiful. And I wish we could have been there to see all the bloom, because it was just so stunning. Now I'm just looking for some different, oh, these are cute, rub-on transfers. think I got a lot of that kind of look going on already. These are pretty. That doesn't really go. Ooh, this one, kind of nature-y. What is this? Ooh, there we go. I haven't even used these before. You can go to your dollar store and get so many fun things. Oh my goodness. Let's see if this works. I might have to have a part 2 of this because nobody is going to want to sit through all of that. And we haven't even got to our journaling stuff yet. But this is fun. This is so fun. And what a good way to kind of recalibrate on a weekend and get feeling replenished. And I have to have this ladybug, so let's do that one first. Do they have ladybugs in Arizona? I don't know. We have lots of ladybugs. I'm assuming they do. Now my fingers are full of black ink, so don't mind that. I don't know where I want this. That would be really big. It's so cute. Let's just do it anyway. I'll use my nails. We'll see if it's good enough. Maybe the end of this. Oh, there it goes. It's starting to lift. That's so cute. Yeah, like you can see, I have no rhyme or reason. I just do things that look fun, and this one looks interesting. This one looks a lot like some things that I saw there. This kind of style of twig, and it might go really nice in here. Yeah, that's cute. So I'm just going to rub that on. Yeah, so there was so many things I did. Like, I haven't even wanted to talk to you about all of these adventures and different stuff that we went on, and what to explore and where not to waste your money and things like that. But you know what? We might not get to all that today, unless you have a lot of time in your hands that you want to watch. But so Sundays I try and do I call them self-care Sundays. A lot of times in the group we do free journaling sessions called Self-Care Sunday. It's once a month, so it's not today or tonight, but they're at 6 p.m. And if you ever want to do some therapeutic journaling, you can join us in that for self-care. But I think nature walking and crafting and painting and all this, and I will put music on to this so you're not having to listen to too much rambling after I do this. This right now is live, the original version, but I will add music so that you're not have to hear me crackling all these papers. Sorry about that. Hopefully you won't find it too annoying. But yeah, those are the moments that I take for myself. And I find that journaling and crafting and creating and stuff is so important. That's when I have the most relaxing time. And these are going to be big rocks in the mountain. It reminds me of where we were climbing. This is the time, Sundays, to fill my cup. Because I talk a lot about giving from the overflow. And for those of you that have been watching, you know that there's been going on some mental health issues within not myself, but within my own family that I haven't shared quite what's going on yet. It's still too fresh, but we've got a plan now, and we're working things out and helping the individual a lot. And I'm pulling out all the resources, let me tell you, and getting things sorted and done and organized, because this is so prevalent now. I used to work for the kids' suicide hotline, the 1-800 number, the texting hotline, and whatever it is. I can't remember the number. There's a lot of different lines and a lot of different places you can call for support. But so I kind of learned this main strategy for supporting youth. So that came in super helpful. If you ever want to give to a good cause, I mean, you have to have a professional background in therapy and counseling or anything to sign up for those. But if that interests you, consider it, because it's so beneficial to people, and you learn so much about people. You learn so much about people's minds. And I've always been so infatuated with mental health and supporting other people and helping other people. So it's kind of my thing. But yeah, that was we've been going through a lot, supporting and trying to make plans and situate what's been going on, and things are really looking up. So I'm so happy. So this self-care Sunday was very, very important to me, to give myself a little break, and you deserve that too. So I hope that if you're following along with me, you are enjoying yourself. Am I blabbing? I mean, nobody wants to listen to this long of stuff, but I'm going to end this soon after this and do a part 2 where I start the journaling, and then we will go from there, because like I said, that was a long haul, but I feel like it's coming along. Look, it's so cute. Super cute. I mean, yeah, my little ladybug. Ooh, there's even a butterfly on here. I love this one. I should get more of these. So that, really like that. So, okay, I'm going to stop here. And as you can see, what I'm going to continue doing with is starting to write in my journal and add photos and memories and different things. And I will share it with you on the next video. Who knows when that will be? Could be later today, could be tonight. I'm just doing these random, but this is what I do. I just make, what I want to do while we're gone is, in between, is go through my stickers and find all of the natural ones that coordinate with Arizona, and pull all those things out, and create kind of a plan of how I'm going to do this. I don't really create a plan, I shouldn't say that, but like pulling everything out and knowing what I'm working with is what I like to do. And then sometimes I even put maps inside, circle things, like this was the one in Vegas, all that kind of stuff. So, and get out the stamps that kind of coordinate things, and I like to make little flip things. And so that's where I'm going to go. That's where we're going with this one. This is just the beginning. Like I said, I'm not an artist. This is just, I do paint and I do draw and I do scrapbook and I do journal, but I do things in a fun, chill way that just soothes me. And I'm not out there to be the best artist, but however it works for you, you do you. Come back with me and we will hang out and have some fun and continue filling all of this in. And yeah, unfortunately I'll have to use my pen that I used, that Sketchy Chewed, but it's still my favorite pen. And I got ink all over my new nails, so I gotta get that off. Anyway, you guys have a fabulous day. I hope that you kind of get some inspiration and motivation of what's possible that you can do, and start a little journal. And yeah, these journals come in all different colors, and you can get them on Amazon. This one, they were only like $12 or $10. And you can get all these little booklets that go inside of them. And like I showed in the beginning, how I have all these extra ones. So after this trip, I'm full. So I'll be having to add another one of these books with more elastics like this, because they do get full. But once they're full, then this can actually fit like 3 to 5 full books inside of one journal. But then you can order more. It gives you a reason to order a whole bunch more. Have fun. So anyway, enjoy your day. I'll love you and leave you. And don't forget to click the link in the bio and join the community, and join us in all sorts of more journaling sessions. And I have a link in there to where you can find in my YouTube videos, there's a playlist with all sorts of different traveling journals flip through. So have a great day, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye, everybody.